Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time.
Oh.
As you know, ESPN doesn't just show soccer.
Right.
Also, it has the rights to F1, which Craig was trying to avoid the results of throughout the whole of today, which included him running through the corridor.
Walking backwards.
No, don't show it, don't show
the F1.
Don't look at the TV screen.
Well, I mean, what TV network has as many TVs around the place? How am I supposed to avoid it?
How selfish of them.
So I was one point I was actually walking. There must have the people doing the sports centre here. Must have wondered what it was. I walked backwards past there at one point. Did you? And I had my finger in my ears, mumbling to myself.
Oh.
So I could just hear the commentary in the background.
Yeah. So far, so good though. You've avoided the result. And to the
Indy 500, I'm going to watch. It's on as we speak.
Okay.
That's a huge race, obviously. I'll be watching. That's my night sorted.
I know, perfect. Beautiful.
You're going to watch the end of the Indy 500 and then watch
No, I'm going to watch the rerun of F1 on the ESPN app.
Oh, there we go.
And then I'm going to, that's my corporate promo for today.
Right, beautiful.
And then I'm going to watch the Indy 500 later, and I'm going to make sure I've got 1.5 litres of water.
Are you going to be able to stay awake throughout all of this?
Well...
What's she looking at? Who would
I
be
was up early this morning as well, so that could be a problem.
Oh, yeah.
5:30, my son phoned me, 5:30 in the morning, 10:30 UK time, to get him a parking space at Wembley.
Yeah, that's the power that you hold.
I'm in Connecticut.
Yes.
And he wants me to get him a parking space.
Yeah. But you sorted it out?
I did.
There you are.
Pulled some strings.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why he called you.
No, I didn't. I went online.
Paid for it.
Yeah.
Google.
$100 later, and I got him a
look at
parking
that. What a
space.
dad.
£70.
Hey.
Hey. He said
It's
he'll pay
forgotten.
me.
It's forgotten.
No, he said he'll pay me back. He'll pay me back, and then next Friday he'll need money again.
Give you a gift card. Give you a gift card.
Yeah. Who would be the
For a
best
restaurant?
Yeah, big steak. Who would be the best replacement for Sadio Mane now that he has announced he's leaving? Now that Liverpool has Diaz, should they go for a goal-scoring striker like Harry Kane?
There was talk of Jared Bowen from West Ham.
Right.
He's had a great season. I'm not sure. I don't know. Could he move there and reproduce that kind of goods? I think they should go for a goal scorer.
Well, what about Harry Kane? That's the question. Should they go and get him?
I think they should go for a goal scorer.
So they should go for Harry Kane?
A goal scorer. Maybe they'll go for Lewandowski for a couple of years.
Right. Would that work for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Lewandowski, yeah, either of those works.
Yeah.
That kind of player, they fit.
Right.
Any system.
So who would you have, Lewandowski or Kane?
Ooh.
I'd say Harry Kane because of his age.
Lewandowski's a better player, though, isn't he?
Slightly younger.
Yeah, but Kane's slightly younger. I'm following what Craig said.
Don't ask the questions if you don't like the answers.
I'm just putting in the other side of the argument.
It's been a very emotional day, draining.
Oh, it's raining.
Raining.
Right. For Craig,
Watching this.
would a Mane for Lewandowski swap be the best thing Liverpool could do this summer? Both players want to leave their club, and Liverpool will need to bring someone in to score goals after Mane leaves to keep pace with Manchester City.
Well, I think that would be, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Well, you've still got Jota who can play. You've got other players that can play wide.
Right.
I mean, Lewandowski's not going to do that, so you know exactly where he's playing.
If you're Lewandowski, where would you prefer to go?
What's my choice?
Liverpool, Barcelona?
Well, I think from a football perspective, Liverpool.
Right.
From just a CV looking back, not that Liverpool are not great, but to finish your career having played amongst others Dortmund, Bayern and Barca. But at the moment, if I wanted success, and I'd go to England and, you know, try and help City topple what has become at the moment a dominant Man City.
Is it a purely individual thing? In the sense that you think of, as Craig says, if you want to win something, Liverpool probably is more likely. However, the overall experience of living in Barcelona with the family, kind of that, how much is that?
Well, I think well, not just living and that circumstance in Barcelona, but you know what Liverpool are. You kind of seeing what Barca promises to be under Xavi, and that's an attraction as well. But you know who Liverpool are, and they're established, so that's an easier fit. But just in terms of usual, the club and the name and the size and the reputation associated with it, Barca can be a bigger attraction.
Are you suggesting Barcelona is a more salubrious place to live than Liverpool? I mean, you look at the cultural difference that is made to your colleague Stevie Nicol. I mean, you just look at that man, what Liverpool...
You can't use Stevie as the poster boy of Liverpool.
Nobody's ever said salubrious. Nobody's ever used salubrious and Stevie in the same sentence.
Come to our city, look what you'll turn into. Here's a photo, a man who eats the largest onion rings in the world and the most well-done steak.
God.
There he is, red face.
For Shaka, oh, there he is.
Yes.
Look, he's actually got a mouthful in that photo, isn't he? Look at you.
It's like a hamster.
He can't contain himself. I think it's actually doing that. You know, the hamster. He's got his legs are beneath the table, and he's peddling a machine that keeps bringing more food. Just think about it.
Is that what hamsters do?
No, because they don't have any food. They just use that as an exercise.
Hamster wheel. For Shaka, what was your feeling when two teams were full of stars but still a goalkeeper won the Champions League final for finally some respect, importance for goalies?
Absolutely right.
Craig, obviously very harsh on goalies.
Yeah.
And Stevie. Stevie equally harsh on goalies.
Can't stand them.
See? Right on cue.
Can't stand them.
Man of the match in Champions League final, no question. Goalie.
Shaka, earlier this year there was a story about Courtois allowing some forwards to score in training to help them gain confidence. Do you believe it, and have you ever had to do this to empower your team?
I
don't believe it.
It just looked like it. I was trying to let them score.
Do you believe that, Shaq?
Nope.
You'd hate that if you're a striker and you found that out, wouldn't you?
I'd hate it as a goalie too.
Yeah.
I'd hate it throughout.
Like a pawn in a weird game.
Yeah.
For Craig, is your bias towards Forest as strong as it is?
Not biased.
What is it?
It's a keen eye.
For Craig, is your bias towards Forest as strong as it is for Stevie and Liverpool? Asking for Robbo.
When we were sat here, we were trying to put together a somewhat sensible TV show. I know that's...
When was this? Today?
Well, apparently it was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Robbo and him were just shouting at each other at one point.
Yeah, that'll teach you. Kind of put together.
You're biased. I'm not. You're not in the game anyway.
Talking over each other. There's a delay.
Robbo
Frank's
was
blowing kisses to someone.
Hey, I'm Frank LeBron.
There's one point where Craig started to answer a question and Stevie just steamrolled it in. Stevie was just going back at Robbo.
I think the bias thing got him.
Oh, it was funny.
Oh, it was very good.
Hold on. No, not quite. No, we know. Stevie denied the bias yesterday, did he not? Did he not deny the... Whilst his Liverpool goggles fell out?
Very funny. It was brilliant. Very good.
I can only imagine. I'm so glad I never come in to watch the game knowing he was...
Like, during those shows, just thinking about the conversations afterwards just has me in stitches because I know exactly what's going to... As soon as we stop recording...
You know, I'm thinking of bringing in that thing that I told you I bought.
Oh my God, Craig was showing us the thing on Amazon that he's bought that you strap to a door.
Explain it.
Yeah.
Explain it.
Yeah, explain it.
It's a portable traction.
Right.
For your back.
It's not a machine. What is it? Like a...
Let people know it's for your back.
It's a strap in it. It's got a pull of 70 pounds of weight. Straps to your door. It goes round your lower back, your pelvis area, and you lie down. It's true. It's proper bit of gear, and it's the traction your lower back.
Right.
It just looks a little strange, but my back's been struggling.
Why did you bring that up?
I don't know. I don't want to answer anymore. It's been a stressful day. So I'm going home for a bit of traction.
Were you going to do that while watching the Indy 500 and drinking your wine?
Drinking water.
Sparkling water will have you know. Casting insinuations at that. Very handy.
Falls asleep in there.
With a 75.
And I won't do what I did a year ago when I'll order a pizza and then wake up 3 hours later and it's cold at the front doorstep. It's not a good thing. Anyway, we've got lots to do tonight.
When you argued with a referee about a call on the pitch, did you ever actually influence a referee to change decision, Craig?
Yeah, he did change the decision. A few times gave me a yellow card.
Or are you arguing in order to influence any future decisions?
No, I always felt, and I had so many run-ins with the referees.
Imagine him in referee.
Oh, good Lord.
Mine was just purely out of anger
and
frustration. Sometimes you just can't see it, and sometimes you just generally think they're just got it in for you that day, and the blood boils, you know what I mean? Particularly if a game's not going your way. Oh my God, the things we used to say.
Yeah. Oh, it was so much worse back then as well. You could say stuff to referees.
Really?
And they say stuff back to you.
Right.
That was just part of
I
it.
had this discussion many times. They would give it back to you. They can't.
And you wouldn't mind that?
No, referees a lot of times won't do it now because they've got the mic on and they're communicating with their assistants. A lot of the stuff's recorded, and I'm not saying they were saying stuff that would get them in trouble, but it might be seen, the language could be seen as inappropriate. And so, I don't know, I don't think you're going to get any of that now. You might get the odd little sarcastic comment, but you'll get a full-blown tell you where to go from a referee. But I used to see who was refereeing. I used to know who was refereeing our games beforehand. So
you'd consciously look at that?
Well, I'd say to the coaches that I was refereeing the game at the weekend, and they'd tell me, and I'd make my mind up relatively early what my attitude was going to be.
That's your scouting report. Your scouting report for the game is which referee?
And it used to start. That used to start from the arrival, getting off the bus, to him popping his head out of the referee's room an hour before, to the warm-up.
Right.
Referees and officials have to go out for a warm-up too, same as you. And
do you think they liked you or not? I know it's a stupid question, but because you were so...
That's a stupid question.
No, yeah.
Of course they didn't like
a couple of the Scottish referees did, because they had a sense of humour, and what I think have told us anyway. Willie Young in particular, who was a high-level referee in Scotland, went on to be a fantastic after-dinner speaker. So he had a sense of humour, and he had a sharp wit about him.
Okay.
And I quite like that.
Right.
So he gave me it back in bundles.
Okay. So I imagine you'd relish that sort of thing.
I did.
Yeah.
I did it more, and then the more I did it, the more he would give me some line back. And his line was usually better than mine, which annoyed me even more.
Yep.
So I'd go back.
Then your back went.
So then it became a point I was just short of tackling them. And then my back went. I bought this traction thing on Amazon that my wife thinks a waste of money, but I've convinced her. I'll be like, I could be playing again in 6 months.
Final question.
Could be out there.
Where does Real Madrid, I'm going to add on something, where does Real Madrid and where does Nottingham Forest stand in Shaka's power rankings?
Oh, you'll have to wait to see.
Are the power rankings this week?
What day are you doing them this week?
Thursdays.
Right.
Final power rankings to take us...
I'm working this Thursday as well.
Well, lucky you.
Wow.
Shaq, Thursday?
Yeah.
I'm off.
Oh, that's
Well, listen, I will
Get some
be...
traction.
I'll be, as always, every day, I'll be watching.
Okay. There you go.
And I'll be mindful.
When are you in next? Because if you work 2 days this weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
They call it, in my household, we call that a week.
Wow, yeah, no, exactly.
No, I'm in Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday.
Preview for Ukraine-Scotland.
Coming Thursday.
And I'm expecting to see Nottingham Forest. And if anybody calls them Notts Forest, I'm going to be annoyed.
Okay.
Because that's a no-no.
Okay.
Big no-no.
Right.
Huge.
Wow.
Gigantic.
Okay.
Because there is a Notts County.
Right.
Nottingham Forest. Do not get it wrong.
Oh, it's going to be a fun season, isn't it? That is it. That brings us to the end of today's show. We'll be back tomorrow to discuss Notts Forest and how far... Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.